Johnny Cage has been confirmed for Mortal Kombat 1, and Onaga is coming too, plus an entirely new gameplay mechanic known as Cameo. And we're going to discuss all of that in today's video. So if you like staying up to date on Mortal Kombat news, then make sure to subscribe and ring that bell down below so you don't miss any future videos. So earlier today, we finally got the official trailer for Mortal Kombat 12. However, its name is actually Mortal Kombat 1. A little bit confusing, but I can dig it. And basically everybody on YouTube has been busy reacting to this trailer, and I understand why. It looked amazing. However, not enough people went to the official Mortal Kombat website, which got a complete makeover and has some really important news on it. For example, if you look here under the premium edition, we get a new skin for Johnny Cage. Now that's interesting because Johnny Cage did not show up in the trailer. However, even so, the official website confirms he's going to be playable in the game. And get this, if you buy the premium edition, you get a Jean-Claude Van Damme skin. And just in case you don't know who that is, which is forgivable, maybe you're not a Mortal Kombat fan, Jean-Claude Van Damme is a Hollywood movie star known for his role in action films specifically. And in fact, his movie Bloodsport was a huge inspiration for Mortal Kombat. So not only did this actor directly inspire Johnny Cage, but his film helped inspire the game Mortal Kombat. Which is why it's so cool to finally have him be Johnny Cage 30 years later for the character he helped inspire. I don't know about any of you watching, but I'm definitely going to rock the Jean-Claude Van Damme skin whenever I play Johnny Cage. Alright, but next up let's talk about Onaga, because I know many of you clicked on the video because of Onaga. He's everyone's favorite boss character, and it looks like he's returning for Mortal Kombat 1. Man, I'm not going to get used to saying that name anytime soon. Believe it or not, about a week before this trailer officially dropped, there were people on Twitter who already leaked things like the title of the game, who the guest characters are going to be, and all that sort of stuff. And one of these people to leak everything early goes by the name Jez, and guess what? According to him, Onaga is going to be in the game. Which is crazy because once again, this guy has proven to have insider info. He already knew the name of Mortal Kombat 12 and that it was called Mortal Kombat 1. He knows which characters are going to be the guest characters in the game. And as a result, if this man says that Onaga is going to be in the game, then it's pretty likely Onaga is going to be in the game. And if that turns out to be true, I'm very excited because he's the best boss character. Let's be honest, Onaga is the boss character that everybody's wanted to return for a very long time. It's honestly very possible that Onaga is the big bad of this game because at several points in the trailer, you see a giant eclipse in the distance. And at first I thought that was Shang Tsung's portal, but no, it's way too big to be Shang Tsung's portal. So what if instead this is somehow Onaga and he's coming in to merge the realms or something like that? There's no way to know anything at this point, but I guess what I'm saying is I would not be surprised if Shang Tsung is not the main villain of this game. I don't think he's the one responsible for this eclipse. I think he's a red herring. Alright, and next up, let's finally talk about the Cameo Fighters, because this new mechanic is by far the most interesting thing about Mortal Kombat 1. No other Mortal Kombat game has had anything like this. Once again, if we go to the official Mortal Kombat website, they break it all down. So here's the question: what are Cameo Fighters and how do they work in Mortal Kombat 1? And the answer is, Cameo Fighters are a unique roster of partner characters to assist during matches, creating expanded gameplay possibilities for players. These characters are chosen separately from the main roster of fighters. Alright, so if anyone watching played Mortal Kombat 11, then you know what this is, because in the challenge towers, you could have assist attacks come in from off screen to hit the opponent. Or in fact, sometimes your opponent had the assist attacks that came in from off screen, right? That's essentially what Cameo Fighters are. They're not directly playable, but you can summon them to do special moves and assist you in the fight. Which honestly sounds really cool on the surface, and I'm excited for it, but even so, this last sentence has a lot of players concerned. These characters are chosen separately from the main roster of fighters. Or in other words, if the character is a cameo fighter, they're never going to be directly playable. They're just an assist character, and that's all you can do with them. And that's what has many players a bit concerned, because let's say one of your favorite characters isn't super popular. If that's the case, then it's very possible that NetherRealm makes them a cameo fighter and not a directly playable character. So take me for example, I'm a big Chameleon fan, and Ed Boon has teased multiple times that Chameleon could be in the game. In fact, he said Chameleon has a very good chance of returning. Well, what if he was talking about a cameo fighter? If that's the case, then I'll never get to fully play Chameleon in Mortal Kombat 1. Instead, I can just summon her to do special moves from off screen, or maybe she steps in and does them, but you get the idea. I'll never be able to fully play Chameleon, but she will still be in the game to an extent, which is something, but you know, it's kind of like, you know what I really want? I want to play her completely. And that's why a lot of people have mixed feelings about the Cameo Fighters. On the one hand, it's awesome to have this tag system in the game, where you can do swag combos with assist attacks. That sounds really cool. I can only imagine how creative the combos are going to be in Mortal Kombat 1, doing your own awesome meter combo, but then in comes the assist to extend the combo for even even more, that's gonna be sick. Or hey, maybe you knock the opponent down and then use the assist to keep them blocking on wake up and then go for a sick mix-up. It's gonna be so amazing and intense. In that regard, the Cameo Fighters seem really cool, but at the same time, what if Reptile is a cameo? What if Ermac is a cameo? What if Rain is a cameo? If that happens, then you can never fully take control of these characters, and sure, they'll still be in the game, but not completely, just kind of as an assist special move, and that's it. Alright everybody, but now it's finally time for the last topic in today's video, where I discuss all the little things that stood out to me in the Mortal Kombat 1 trailer that I want to talk about in more detail. Like take this image for example. If you look closely, Raiden has his amulet. That's right, his god amulet from MK9. He still has it. And look, maybe it is just an accessory, but what if this hints at Raiden still having god powers to some extent? Or maybe he can still do magic at the very least. Because even though Raiden is a thunder god, people forget that he can also cast spells. He can send messages to himself from the future, he can undo evil corruption spells, he can use healing magic, all that stuff. And it's possible he can still do all of those things in Mortal Kombat 1 because he's still wearing the amulet. And also, did anyone else notice that Kung Lao's hat is soft in this trailer? It no longer has the razor blade. So could this be the Great Kung Lao, or does Kung Lao just not fight with his hat anymore? I mean, anything's possible. In Deadly Alliance, he barely used the hat at all, but even so, it's so funny to think of Kung Lao without his razor sharp hat. So what's happening here? And speaking of Kung Lao, did you notice how he dies in this trailer? Because it's the exact same death he has in the 2021 movie. Everything down to the camera angle is the same. Shang Tsung has him lifted up with one arm as the soul goes into his mouth, down his gullet, and it's an upward camera angle looking down. It is spot on, one for one from the 2021 movie, which I thought was a neat detail. Even if I am tired of watching Kung Lao die over and over again, I think by now he's achieved over 7 deaths in just the NetherRealm games alone. And I know a lot of you watching are Scorpion fans, but did you notice his eyes are completely human? That's right, they're no longer solid white, which means Scorpion is not undead in this game. Which begs the question, will he still have fire manipulation? Because keep in mind, Scorpion only got that after he died and came back from the NetherRealm, so can he still use fire? And then if you look close enough, it appears like Scorpion and Sub-Zero have the exact same button on their chest, so are they a part of the same clan? Yes or no? That could explain why they're not fighting, but at the same time, I'm not sure if Liu Kang would completely undo an entire clan, because that's their culture. Whatever the case may be, I'm intrigued. If Scorpion and Sub-Zero are on the same team, that's already cool, but now imagine they're on the same clan. How crazy would that be? And next up, I wanted to show this image of Mileena because the buzz cut has returned, although this time she does have hair long enough for a ponytail in the back. I think the kids call this an undercut, but I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments section. It looks like Mileena has an undercut, so what are your thoughts on that? Let me know in the comment section down below. I kinda dig it. It's growing on me a little bit. Another really cool part of this trailer was getting to see Edenia, which in this game looks very accurate to Egypt. You can see palm trees all over the place. The city buildings are built around a giant river. It's very similar to Egypt, and that's really cool. And now finally, let's talk about Liu Kang, because after re-watching the trailer a few more times, I noticed how ominous he seems. The sky goes dark all around him, his eyes glow orange, and his voice even sounds deep and intimidating in a sort of evil way. Which begs the question, could Liu Kang actually be a villain in this game, even if he doesn't intend to be? It certainly seems that way after watching the trailer so many times. They really are trying to make Liu Kang come off as evil, or at the very least very intimidating and controlling. He's gone through a lot of work to make the perfect reality, and nobody's gonna change it. Nobody. Alright everyone, that's about it for today's video, so thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like down below, it helps my channel out a ton, and then keep that combo going by subscribing and ringing that bell, that way you never miss any future videos. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs. There's new shirts in the merch store, link down below in the pinned comment and video description. Every one of these new designs was 100% made by me. First up, we have Combat Girl. She may look familiar if you look close enough, but one thing's for sure, you're gonna look amazing wearing this shirt. But then we have one of my favorites, Knockout Girl. In fact, I'm wearing this shirt right now. Check it out. Mine's an all-over print, but you don't have to go this big if you don't want to. But what I love the most about this shirt is that her hair color and glasses and lipstick all changes based on the color of the shirt. And no matter which color you pick, you're gonna look good. Maybe not as cool as the ninja though, because she looks incredible. She has the fox mask, the dagger, all that cool stuff. Or how about the waifu shirt? Check out those abs, and hey, she stole my mask. Then again, it looks better on her anyway, so I guess she can keep it. And check out this design, which has them both. Choose your fighter. And then finally, we have Love to Fight. I'm a big fan of cyberpunk, and that definitely inspired this design. All these shirts and more can be found at my merch store, so once again, check out that link down below in the pinned comment or video description, because every purchase that you make directly supports the channel.